Good morning, 27th December 21, LNG 18. We have availability of very specialized and experienced in rank LNG top officers in Spain. Why? What is the advantage? The five famous W's. The collective bargaining agreements under Spain always have to be negotiated the same for all ranks. So there is plenty companies in Spain, let's say about 25 LNGs, that have this old system of collective bargaining agreement under the Spanish flag. That means that if we have updated to inflation the wages yearly of, let's say, 1, 2%, whatever, some ranks are really out of the market because the market pays more. And this is very important to acknowledge when we have this availability today of these officers calling me today, because some ranks, let's say cargo engineer, electrician, second engineer, chief engineer, master, chief officer, these 7 ranks are now out of the market because these last 15 years of stable inflation adjustment. Now, with inflation this year of 6% in Spain, now have been out of market, and some companies are paying more. We are already in Candina growing in the LNG side, and we look forward of investing together towards this long-term talent retention, because we believe it's very important for the success of your company today. Candina has availability of 50% Filipino ratings, which we normally have. We have very good manning fees with our Filipino partners, and we believe that it is very important to have today a Spanish flag for these LNG officers. Why? Because if the wage of, say, an LNG flag of convenience master is 20,000, then we can go down to $16,000 and then go down to, let's say, 10, 11 for Eto and Cargo. In the Spanish flag, it is 14, 10, and then we are around 9-ish, 8-ish. Therefore, there is a gap today with the 1.1 euro to dollar that we can invest in your company and target those gaps, because it is going to be a possibility to maintain long term. In Candina, we are interested in long-term crew management contracts, so we can invest in the talent, find the best cadets, which there is 300 available today in Spain. Not so many, but enough for 10 LNGs. Also, our agency fees of 3%, including the whole employer situation. We have 2 companies in Spain, one Biscay Ship Management in Bilbao, another one Candina Ship Management in Tenerife. And there is disadvantages in the Spanish flag, for example, the maritime administration, the working permits, the endorsements sometimes, they are very, very slow in the Spanish administration, but that's one of the advantages. It's so complicated to manage that those that are in the Spanish flag have high barriers of entry. The important thing in this sector is to have a strategic alliance with a long-term competitor like Candina of 4 generations direct owner, so that this talent remains in the ship owner. It's very important to understand this competitive advantage, because the Spanish flag, it is done so difficult. In Spain, we all know from Quixote that everything from a meal to a warrior, everything that it is simple, they make it very complicated, because that's how they feel. They are very intelligent. And this is one of the advantages. If we understand that it is so complicated, then we can manage to keep this competitive advantage for the long term, like we have been doing in LNGs in Candina since 1965. Yes, 1965. Yes. Many strategies have come from either the ex-captain, crew manager thinking he was more intelligent than the rest and really cutting my late father's business, and it really resulted in that all those Spanish officers ended up being kicked out and that office closed. This is lesson for, as we say in Spain, for navegantes. If we are going to sail, this is the lesson for sailors. That's the perfect translation. So a lesson for sailors is that if you are thinking of being outsmarting everybody, well, here in Candina, we're so thick that we believe in the long-term strategic agreement. Ship owner, Candina, 100% owner to work exclusively for the ship owner, because with this very thick philosophy, perhaps we can put together a long-term intrinsic value of your assets. Energy is going to be around here. Energy is going to be even more and more strategic, and it is very important that those that have parted from Candina in the past understand that there is a huge risk, and this risk already has had its place before, whereby this independency sunk. It is in the interest of all parties, ship owner and officers, to keep this game long term, because we have this center of gravity in surfing and in the crew management, and it's very important to help both sides, the officers and the crew plus the ship owner, in balance. It's moving very, very fast, and if some believe that are outsmarting others, perhaps it is you, ship owner, but our modest idea is that the long term, not outsmarting everybody, it is really the key focus that we have to work in this 2022. There is the gap, it is available, and we need professionals to simplify it, because this wage here and that wage there, there is a gap of, let's say, 25%. It is getting closer. If the dollar goes to one euro, the gap will be 30%. So could be also the dollar goes 1.2 to 1, so it is then not 30 but 20% gap. But still, if the ship owner has the ships and is looking for a long-term competitive advantage and barriers of entry to those officers, think in Candina. We are here 24/7 to help you, dear ship owner. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Look forward hearing and benchmarking this. We have done some tenders and we are working this 21, and this 22 is going to be the big one. Thank you very much indeed. Take care. Bye.